Hey Cancer, so the message I have for y'all is talking about just endings of something. There's something that is ending, or maybe for some of y'all specifically, maybe the thoughts of death could be coming into your mind. Maybe y'all have lost so many people, right? And you're thinking about death, and maybe it's becoming this fearful thing that you think about often. And it's like, this isn't for all of y'all, but this is for some of y'all Cancers. Do not let death control your life. Do not continue to sit and think about, just death or being afraid of losing loved ones or whatever the case may be. Is like, a lot of endings are coming into your life, okay? And you're clearing out energy just from your past. For some of y'all, it's like these endings, this death meaning endings, not a physical death. For some of y'all, but also it could be some of y'all are thinking about physical death. So this message goes two ways. It's like an ending of just maybe a way of living for you is coming to an end, and then for some of y'all, it's, a lot of death has been happening. You've been thinking about it, and it's dictating and controlling your life, and you don't want that to happen because it's so much greatness out there for you to accomplish, and you don't want to be, allowing this thought process to stop you from living fully, if that makes sense to some of y'all, or maybe there's a memory that you're having involving the death of, someone close to you or a loved one that's, just bothering you, that makes you think about, death often, or maybe you're mourning or grieving a person that you've lost, this ending that happened to you. Is like you still think about it. And I feel like this message is saying, you know, it's so much more to your life, and you can't stay stuck on the past and allowing the past to dictate where you are. Yes, you have to grieve, Cancer. You have to get through these difficult times, and grieving takes time, but at the same time, you can grieve and excel. You can grieve and move in your power and accomplish great things. So don't let the ending of something or the death of a loved one or anything stop your growth. Grieve, but don't stay stagnant. Grieve and move in your power. Grieve and make it happen for yourself and accomplish the goals that you want, and keep your mind focused on the end goal. Let the endings fuel you. Let the death of, someone that you've loved, or that you love, fuel you. Don't get caught up in just staying in an energy of sadness and things like that, depression, darkness, to the point that you can't show up for yourself or show up for the people that are near you, that are living, that need you too. Okay, so that message is just specifically for some of y'all. That's not for all of y'all. And also maybe you think a certain way about yourself. It's like maybe you're not believing that you're capable of certain things. It's like you want to believe that you're not able to accomplish things, or something is holding you back. But Cancer, you know nothing is holding you back, okay? And you have the capacity to reach your goals. You are, full of greatness. And it's like maybe the self-doubt tries to creep in and make you feel like you're this specific type of person, or maybe your past trauma or things that happened to you in the past is making you feel like you aren't good enough, or that, you're this type of person. Maybe I'm hearing people have said things that made you feel like you weren't good enough, or that you was a certain way, when in reality you're not that person that people made you out to be. You are so much more. You have so much to give to this world. So don't get caught up on, the past, because all of this is ending for you. This is where I'm talking about the death taking place, the endings of just what people said about you, how you viewed yourself. Is like you're stepping into a new level of who you are. So continue to forge forward in your greatness and where you're going and the things that you're building. Don't let the doubt and the voices of other people get in the way of where you're going, because you got some big things that you are working on and that you need to accomplish. And it's not just for yourself. It's bigger than you, Cancer. So continue to strive Continue to, you know, accomplish these goals and get it done. You know, make no excuses. Just get it done. Okay? You know, and if you can let go of these things, if you can let go of the doubt, if you can let go of the grief and all of these things that you may be experiencing, you are able to change the game. You are able to change your reality. You are able to change the world in a big way. And so, you know, it's time for you to release pent up emotions. Yeah, and this could just be emotions of the past, the emotions of just losing loved ones, all these emotions that you have felt that you have kept inside of you. Cancer, is time to release them. You know, release them in your work that you do, your creativity, whatever it is, this energy that's within you, that's wrapped around the past or whatever, you need to release it, because if you don't, these things create physical disease. These things start to manifest into, you know, just different things. Okay? It creates a burden on your mental. You're thinking about the past, you're thinking about these emotions, stuff that happened years ago. You're here. Be present. Okay? Cancer, the message is process and move on. You have to process your emotions. Maybe you come with a lot of heavy emotions, but you need to process them, you know, and then move on. Because if you don't process them, like I said, this can create a burden on you, on your mental health, or it can create some form of just physical disease, physical alignments. You'll start to have problems with your, you know, body, and you're starting to, you know, say, why is this happening all of a sudden? It's like, no, energy is real. You have to tap in. You have to release these things instead of holding on. And so just continue to release, continue to build and create, you know, the life that you want for yourself. Process those emotions, become a clear channel. Okay? And what I mean by that is, by you doing the work, by you releasing, you're becoming clearer. You're creating a space where you can think clear, where you can excel, and you can get to your next level. You don't want to have a whole lot of energy stuck inside of you, emotions from the past, you know, grief, whatever the case may be. You want to be able to become clear so you can excel in your greatness and do what it is that you're meant to do, you know, because it's a lot that you have a lot of work to do when it comes to your purpose, serving your community, you know, and just being a voice to, you know, the world. Is a lot that you have to, you know, accomplish. So it's time to become clear. If anything, Cancer, that's the message that I have for y'all. It's time to become clear about where you're going, letting go of the past, letting go of the emotions, not letting, you know, fear get in the way. And the message, the other message that I have for y'all is, I am ready for love. So for some of y'all, it's like, are you ready for love? Are you truly ready for love? This is what you need to tell yourself, that you are ready for love. And love shows up in many different ways. Love shows up in you honoring yourself. Love shows up in you fulfilling your purpose. Love shows up for you when you give back to your community, when you honor yourself, when you do the work, you know. And if you have been doing the work, you know, keep doing the work. But it is your time, you know, to love and be loved. And not just in a romantic way. I'm talking just in unlimited ways, Cancer. When it comes to love, you got to be ready for it on all levels. Not just romantic, but just on all levels. And, you know, that is the message that I have for y'all. Peace.